The Torah has two components. The first one is heavenly. Torah is holy, godly, supreme. But there is another element. The Torah interacts with man, his human existence, his feelings and desires. It connects with man.
Since the beginning of time, advancement was made through pioneering events that changed the status of human existence. The invention of the wheel that changed and improved the abilities of humans until we reached the next stage, the development of aviation. The invention of writing that allowed people to store and save knowledge in a physical manner, and the next major leap, the development of computers. Invention of the library, where masses of human knowledge were gathered together, and the invention of the internet, a place where knowledge can be stored with no physical limitations. The Industrial Revolution and formation of schools that made education accessible to the masses. Education at the time of the Industrial Revolution was excellent for its time, but it is no longer relevant in our times when every single piece of information is accessible with the press of a button. Young students come to school these days because they have to, not because they are eager to take part in the process of learning. The days of thoughtless memorization are over, and now the time has come for us to take the next leap.
אנחנו נמצאים באתר שנקרא GogYa, זה מרכז פיתוח של רשת עמית שבראשו עומד אמנון אלדר. מה זה GogYa?
GogYa זה למעשה לתת למורים ליצור, לחשוב ביחד, לשתף. כל המחקרים אומרים שכל הרפורמות שהונחיתו מלמעלה למטה למורים לא צלחו, ולכן אנחנו רוצים ליצור את השינוי מלמטה.
זה ממש כמו חממה, כמו שיש חממות טכנולוגיות, זה חממות
פדגוגיות.
ואני רוצה לאחל הצלחה, אני מקבל הרבה השראה מזה.
תודה רבה.
In order to keep our school systems relevant and ensure that we are preparing students to engage in the 21st century world, we need to think out of the box and reinvent the way we teach and learn, catapulting our educational system into the future. The winds of change are blowing all over the world, suggesting new modern approaches to change the old education systems. Amit Network is joining that significant movement by developing modern solutions to today's educational needs. Formation of school vision and identity, school climate and interpersonal dynamics, development of appropriate, relevant content, new 21st century methodologies, restructuring of educational framework and physical environment, assessment. With the help and collaboration of the community, this stream will become an ocean of knowledge. The GogYa is changing perceptions as to the essence of learning and the role that the teacher plays in the process.
We try to find new ways, aspiring ways, in order to use our new pedagogical information and pass it on to the teachers.
The teacher is no longer a transmitter of knowledge, but is a facilitator of knowledge, and the student becomes a curious investigator, learning and developing based on his or her own abilities and personality, using experiential learning, experience, observation, structuring, and implementation. Students, teachers, principals, and the larger school circle are all part of the process of experiential learning and development, forming a collaborative network of learning. Change is impacting the identity and role of students and teachers, their values, the content and educational methodology, and the school climate, leading to newfound conversation, openness, and connectivity.
The changes for teaching and learning are going to be huge over the next decade or so, because children are going to have access to learning from many more sources. But we shouldn't lose track of the idea that teachers can still have a major impact on the learning of children and on their lives.
The GogYa process began last year and is currently working in full capacity, touching multiple schools, teachers, and students. There is a strong sense of energy and excitement and a desire to partner with us to spearhead and lead this change. We see in front of our eyes a comprehensive change that can impact each and every aspect of our lives. Amit's graduates are integrated into all aspects of life in Israel, from the IDF to the high-tech industry, to science, mathematics, startups, and humanities. Their impact is felt throughout Israeli society. By educating our children in a new and innovative environment and with more relevant methodologies and skills, their influence will only continue to grow, guiding the State of Israel into the future.
We need to teach the teachers inspiration, collaboration, and innovation, and to give them all the tools and the skills that they need for the 21st century. And we believe that Reshet Amit will lead the innovation in the education system in Israel.
The process of change is based on joint learning, connections, and sharing of knowledge, forming communities where learning is a way of life. Learning is a dynamic process that constantly changes and evolves. Through a warm, inviting building, modular and flexible furniture, innovative design, interactions between educators and experts from Israel and beyond, and communal learning, we are creating a comprehensive change in the role of the teacher. Teachers become full partners in the process of learning, research, and development, and are thus able to better prepare our students for the world that awaits them. The dream of GogYa is coming true thanks to the help of Amit children in the U.S. GogYa helps us constantly shape and promote the vision of 21st century education. Through GogYa, we are able to continue impacting Israeli society, growing and advancing, and creating a stronger State of Israel. GogYa, the power of community. Tomorrow begins today.